Over the last few weeks, the crypto market has been pretty flat. We've seen Bitcoin trade between $25,000 and $27,000 per coin, and not much has happened with altcoins, but things are about to change. In today's video, I want to talk about why October is set to be a huge month for the crypto market and why things are going to completely flip. So, in the last 24 hours, we just saw that MicroStrategy bought another $147 million of Bitcoin. And this is extremely bullish because everyone always likes to see when big institutions and large corporations are continuing to double down on their positions. So right now, MicroStrategy bought another $147 million worth of Bitcoin. This was a total of 5,445 Bitcoin at around $27,000 per coin. They have a total of 158,245 Bitcoin right now, valued at over $4.6 billion. So this is extremely bullish because we like to see institutions, especially MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, double down on their position because recently we haven't seen much action, and this is just another positive. When we're looking at the overall crypto market, there's a few things that stand out. Right now, Bitcoin and the overall crypto market are still seeing that the overall cryptocurrency market cap is above that $1 trillion mark, which we like to see. We don't want to see it drop below, and we're just hovering just barely above it. Things have been pretty flat over the last few days, and the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is still in that fear territory at 38. So there is a lot of room for upside. Whenever we see these long lulls and long periods of just low volatility in the crypto market, it's usually followed by a major catalyst to propel it higher or lower. And right now, between MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin, between all this news with Bitcoin spot ETFs, we should see a spot Bitcoin ETF approved in the next few months, and that could be the exact catalyst we need to finally get us out of this lull we've seen in the market. When we're looking at historical data, I wanted to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our channel partner, Link2. Link2 is a technology-enabled investment platform that allowing accredited investors to identify, evaluate, invest in, and make in liquid investments in the world's leading unicorn and private companies. Making these types of investments used to be very difficult, nearly impossible for ordinary investors, but Link2 is changing that. The cool thing about Link2 is that not only is its minimum only $5,000 when most VCs and competitors require a $100,000 minimum, but it also has lower fees and is an extremely user-friendly platform. Link2 already has over 250,000 registered users, has helped companies raise over $260 million, and helped close to 50 companies through its platform. The way it works is all you need to do is create an account with an email, or you can connect your Gmail directly. Then you verify your identity, fund your account, and you can start making investments in private companies before they're public. Link2 already has some of the top companies in the world listed on their platform, like Discord, Acorns Investing, Epic Games, and more. These are platforms that I personally use quite a bit, and I'm sure there's other projects on the platform that you guys use as well. So if you're interested in getting into big name private companies before they go public, I would 100% check out Link2. Use the link in the description and start taking advantage of this exclusive opportunity today. Anyways, let's get back to the program. We can see that historically, September is a red month for the crypto market. Right now, the crypto market is just in the green, just barely at right around a 0.86% gain for the month. Either way, it doesn't really matter what happens in this September because historically, almost every single October since the inception of Bitcoin, we have seen it in the green. And even during some of the worst years in Bitcoin's history, we have still seen most years October has been a green month. So again, this isn't a for sure thing, but this data coupled with what's going on with spot Bitcoin ETFs and the potential approval of one of those and what's going on with MicroStrategy and institutions doubling down, we're seeing a lot of good that is potentially going to help catapult the market higher. Other thing that's happening in terms of technicals is that we have seen that Bitcoin is also following very similar projections and trends to what happened in 2020. A lot of analysts are talking about how Bitcoin right now is mimicking the exact price movements of what happened in 2020 and during that last cycle. So they can see is that they're saying, look, what we saw back in 2020 was that we saw a massive correction from the all-time high. down to that consistent upward trend. Same thing happened around October of 2022 when we saw that massive FTX crash. We saw the drop down to right around $15,000 per coin. Now we've seen it rally a little bit more substantially, and if you look at the charts, it looks like we are gearing up for a major push towards the end of this year, early next year. And like I said, a lot of indicators are pointing towards a bullish October. So potentially, could this be saying that we're going to see a rally in October? Well, I think it is very possible if we see the right catalyst take place. For example, like that spot Bitcoin ETF. Last thing I want to go over before we go into some things going on with Cardano is going to be with specific technical analysis of what's going on with the Bitcoin charts. Over the last few months, we've talked a lot about what's been going on with Bitcoin and these charts, and I haven't changed anything on them since we drew them on the charts months ago. And what we're seeing right now is that Bitcoin is in a bit of a zone right now where its only major support is right around $25,000 per coin. We've seen it bounce off of $25,000 per coin multiple times already. And if we are going to see a rally, we need to see Bitcoin break back above this key resistance right now of $28,000 per coin to $32,000 per coin. If you zoom out a bit, once Bitcoin breaks above that key level, well, $32,000 per coin is where Bitcoin had been in previous market cycles. So if we draw a line right here, right around there, you could see that it's a little bit higher than that, but you can see that over the last few market cycles, Bitcoin has bounced off of this key level right here. You can see back in 2020, then again in 2021, and it's touched it a few times in 2023. We have yet to see it break above this key level right here of right around $30,000 to $32,000 per coin. So as soon as we see Bitcoin break above that, well, then I am very well expecting us to reach all-time highs, start breaking towards the upside, and create that new floor level for Bitcoin's price. Now, looking at what's going on with altcoins, there's a few major things we need to talk about because Cardano has been making moves under the radar. And recently, Cardano has set a new industry standard with over 5 years of uninterrupted uptime. And this is extremely big news because most people know about what happened with Solana and all the outages. Most people know about all the major issues with blockchains, but people don't talk about the good things. And the good news is that Cardano is not seen like any downtime in the last 5 years, almost 6 years now. So according to pundits' tweet, Cardano boasts an impeccable uptime record of 2,174 days. This is equivalent to almost 6 years, right under 6 years. And this is something that they have prided themselves on for years and something that not enough people talk about. So if you're looking for a reliable layer 1 blockchain, Cardano has proven time and time again that it is reliable despite whatever's going on with its price. So even if the price is dropping, even if we're seeing a lot of transactions take place in the blockchain, even if we're seeing a lot of NFTs minted, we're still seeing that it's very reliable and hasn't had any outages, which is extremely important. Last thing I do want to go over with Cardano is its weekly report because there were some big changes in it. We have seen that as of right now this week, that we have surpassed the 75 million transaction mark and over 140 projects. We haven't seen the number of projects change in a while, so seeing these two numbers increase is a very bullish sign. So right now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the market, but if you're asking me, despite the lull in the market, despite the low volatility, I'm expecting big moves coming very soon, and we just need that one major catalyst to trigger everything, and I think it will be that spot Bitcoin ETF. But let me know your thoughts on the overall crypto market, what you're thinking right now, what you're seeing, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.